Hey guys, welcome back to Loft Sports. It's Tyler. Going to be looking at the Navy preview. Big one on Saturday. This is the first time in several years that the Navy-Notre Dame game has a big impact. Navy's good this year. They've had a few years where they've kind of tampered off. They were a 3-4 win team. They've stuck with it. Now it seems like they're back to being the team they were a half dozen or so years ago when they were ranked and winning 9-10 games a year. They're 7-1. Their only loss is to a really good Memphis team in a close game. American Conference is very underrated, by the way. Might even be better than the ACC and maybe even the Pac-12 in terms of depth and quality of teams at the top. But listen, this Navy team is scary, and we don't have a bye week beforehand to prepare. Usually we got an extra week to kind of rest guys and get guys ready. This triple option offense, and if you don't believe it, watch the Army-Michigan game from earlier this year or even the Army-Oklahoma game from last year. This offense wears even good defenses down. Even Alabama a few years ago when they played Georgia Southern, they had a hard time stopping it. Yes, it's obsolete to a degree because to run it and win a national championship, you have to have an elite defense. But teams can win a lot of games running this offense because you're wearing guys down, you're keeping the ball away from the other team. This game scares me in a way because it's going to be a shortened game. The offense is not going to have as many opportunities as they've had in previous games to make drives happen, and with Ian Book's inconsistency, I'm a little bit concerned that this Navy team is coming into South Bend with a lot to prove. They're trying to make a run at a New Year's Six Bowl as the American possibly champ, and the highest champion of a non-Power 5 team gets to go to a New Year's Six Bowl. There's a lot on the line for both of these teams. I look for it to be a very highly anticipated and quality matchup Saturday in South Bend. Key number one this week, obviously, stop the option. When you're playing an option team, that's what they're going to do. Navy's not going to throw the ball more than 3 or 4 times the whole game, ideally, if their game plan goes to what they want. We got to get in there, plug gaps. It's going to be a get your hands dirty kind of affair. The defensive line are going to have guys chopping their legs out from under them the whole game. The guys in the second and third level, the linebackers and the defensive backs, are going to have to be physical, play up, and make tackles. This option offense, if you can stuff it, you can really shut it down. But if you let guys get to that second and third level and in space, there's going to be issues. Number 2 is we need to stay healthy. These are the kind of games where guys get hurt. Like I said, people diving at your legs, a lot of scrums, a lot of piles, a lot of games being played in the phone booth type setting. So guys are going to get rolled up on. I hope nobody gets hurt because we're late in the season. An injury that you could miss 4 or 5 weeks on is pretty much out for the season at this point. And then lastly, we need to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We need to be able to run the damn football to beat this team. We should be able to beat them. You know, it is Veterans Day, so bless our servicemen and women, bless the Naval Academy and all they do for our country. But on Saturday, we need to be able to take care of them. They're going to be undersized like Duke was. They need to be able to run the football on Navy all day long. And then we should be able to stop the run because our linebackers probably outweigh their offensive line. So we should be able to take care of business. All right, my prediction for the game, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't see Notre Dame blowing Navy out. So I think this one's going to come down a little bit to the wire like some of the Navy games in yesteryear have. I'm going to say Irish 34, Midshipman 21. I think the offense does enough. Defense gets enough stops. We actually find a little bit of a running game, and Notre Dame's able to pull away a little bit in the fourth quarter, although not a totally convincing win, but a win over a ranked opponent by 10 points would be a solid win at this time in the year. All right, thank you guys so much. This is Tyler for Loft Sports signing off. Go Irish.